Alright, I got an owl over here. Awesome. Then I got a pissed off elk over here. Howdy. Good evening. Going out for a walk. Haven't been out in the woods for a week, and I'm excited to be going out. Just got a couple hours here before sunset, and I'm gonna go see what I can find, if anything. I made it all of about 3 minutes in the woods before I had to stop and put on long sleeves and turn on my little mosquito smoker deal. They're just awful back here. You probably can't hear that. The microphone's probably not picking it up, but I hear a squirrel barking like they do when they see a predator. And a lot of times I hear that and it leads me to an owl. Certainly not every time. But it's always worth investigating when you're just out prospecting, looking for predators. I mean, it looks kind of owly in here. Or there could be like a weasel or a pine marten. Heck, even a bear. Or the squirrel could just be on crack or something. Bear poo. There's a lot of bear poo, but no bears yet. They all hear me coming because I'm busy jabbering away to the camera, so they run off. It smells like elk though. I'll bet the elk ran away too. They're stinky though. I'm gonna back away slowly here. That's why it pays off to follow squirrels sometimes, because that just happened. Following the noise of that squirrel barking, sure enough, there's a great gray owl hunting right nearby. I'm gonna give it some space. It's right on the ground. It's on a log right on the ground. Not a great place for photographs right now, which is perfect because it gives me a minute to get my camera out and get set up, but I got to keep my eye on it so I don't lose it. But how cool is that? I love it. That was fun. I thought that squirrel chasing was going to turn out to be a dead end today, but that's how it goes. Some days it's totally useless and you feel like an idiot for chasing squirrels around, and then some days it leads you right to an owl. Sweet! But it looks like it's just kind of preening now, which is a good sign. Generally, when I see them preen, they're going to fly away in the next few minutes. And it's just getting to be sunset, so hopefully he'll start getting active and go start hunting in here a little bit. And that would be great. So I'm going to just be patient, hang out, and let him do whatever he wants to do. And hopefully what he wants to do is land on some pretty perches, catch some gophers, and smile for the camera. Bird just flew to a nice perch, so I gotta sneak up on him over here. Not sure the best way to approach this. If I want backlight, or if I want front light. It looks like there's a little bit of light hitting him here in the forest. I think I'm gonna go for backlight. This is super nice. Really nice dark background. There's a little bit of backlight on him. It's cool. I'm just kind of waiting for him to like look at me or make some kind of a nice gesture or expression of some kind. I've got a little tree in the frame that I don't really like very much, so I'm gonna move. He looks pretty comfortable. See if I can get a little better, a little cleaner shot at him. The shot I'm looking for is of the bird with the nice dark conifer in the background. This tree in front of me I want to exclude from the shot, so I'm going to crop in really tight with the 400mm lens so I can just get the bird and a little bit of that stump and a nice dark green background. So I'm going to wait for a minute for a nice gesture or for the bird to look my way, and then I'm going to make the photo. That was a pissed off elk. Wonder what he was pissed at. Alright, I got an owl over here. Awesome. Then I got a pissed off elk over here. He's doing his little pissed off call. I don't know what that call is, but he sure is making some angry noises. So, there it went again. But I'm going to keep my eye out for him, in case I need to kick his ass. Alright, I will say this. Oh, I see that elk. It's some crazy ass noises coming out of that animal. Meanwhile, the owl's just still kicking it over here. It's used to hearing those noises in the woods. It's just a woods noise, I guess. It's getting dark in here. The bird's been on the same perch for over an hour. Looking like it's maybe trying to hunt. Not doing much though. So I'm still chilling, waiting for it to do something cool. Okay, so the owl finally flew, which is good and bad. It was a little too dark to get a high enough shutter speed for good flight shots, but I try anyways and hope I get a nice motion blur. But now my problem becomes trying to re-find the owl as it moves around in the woods hunting, hopefully. That owl is either out here hunting or out here looking for a girlfriend, both of which would be fun to photograph. So I'm going to hang in here to the last possible second. See if I can track him back down. Guess that's it. I hung out with that owl for about an hour and a half where it really didn't move much or do much. I actually did get a few nice shots out of it. And then an hour and a half of that, and then 30 seconds later, poof, he disappeared. He was gone. So that's wildlife photography. Most days you don't get anything. Some days like today, it was great to be out, nice, peaceful, beautiful, found a nice critter, made a couple of nice shots, didn't get any action. And then some days it's all action, but those are very few and far between. So I'm happy to have found an owl. It was great to be out. Turned into a beautiful evening. We got some overcast conditions roll in. The light got pretty and cooled off a little bit, so it feels great. So we'll do it again another time. And this is the first day out with a new lens. So this will be kind of a test run for this thing. This is the Sigma 100 to 400. It's a very inexpensive lens, small and lightweight. I'm shooting it on a Nikon D500, so I'm interested to get back home and look at the images, see how sharp they are, see how the image stabilization works, shooting some slow shutter speed stuff. Hawk flying by, talking to me. So I'll do a review of that. So I'll do a review of the lens later, once I get to use it a little bit more. I'll have a good idea of how it works on static subjects. I got a lot of different focal lengths, shutter speeds, nice detail images, so then I'll need to get back out with it and try it on some action and see how autofocus speed and accuracy is and all that kind of stuff later. But it was nice to come out first day with the lens and make some images. Be a good little test run for it. So have a good night. Later.